Okay, so it's been a while since I've done this. It's 1:44 in the morning on Wednesday, and I'd like to talk to you today about Dane Cook, comedy cockblocker. This guy is fucking up my Christmas in a big way. Um, I had was on the guest list for the show at the Improv, and this shit happens in LA all the time. Um, but it was, people I really actually wanted to see, like Harland Williams, BJ Novak from The Office, Ahmed, and Nick Thune, fellow Seattle kid, and this guy Skylar Stone. And Skylar Stone was like, "Hey, if you want to get on the guest list, just email me and tell me how many tickets you need." And this was like a blanket invitation to anybody. So I said, "Yeah, put me down for me and 3 people. Is that okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." Well, apparently, in the 2 days that it took for me to get on the guest list, it didn't. Dane Cook decided he wanted to be on the bill, and apparently, like, as soon as people heard that, everybody fucking bought tickets and the show sold out. So everybody who was on the guest list literally got fisted in the ass because none of us got in. And I don't know why people pay. I don't know. It pissed me off because it was like Dane Cook showed up last week, comedy cock-blocked Eliza, and went on before her, nearly bombed, and he really killed the atmosphere. Like, the atmosphere that, J. Chris Newberg and Michael Costa and Damon Wayans, it was just boom, 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 consistently. One funny fucking person after the other. Dane Cook comes on, does this surrealistic, like, bit or gig or whatever the fuck you want to call it. His set was awful. I mean, literally, when the show was done, I looked at my friends. I went with Seth and Jen. I was just like, I had no idea how to react. And we were in the front row, so literally we were 3 feet, not even 3 feet away from Dane Cook's face. So it wasn't like we could sit there and roll our eyes at it. But it bummed me out, man, because just to add insult to injury to the whole fucking thing, as I was pulling away from the curb of the Improv on Melrose, who do I see getting out of their car to cross the street? I see Harlan Williams. And I think it's funny to say, but that's the first time since I've been in LA that I was truly sad. Like, I was really sad that I was going to miss Harlan Williams. I was not a happy person. But then I had to tell myself that this is in Idaho, this is LA, and it's not like I won't see them again. Plus, I have tickets to see the Comedy Juice Wednesdays at the Improv, and Owen Benjamin's playing. And I, still have not seen Owen live, and I'm looking forward to it. But otherwise, everything's pretty good. I worked on a video shoot for a really lovely girl named Colette, DJ Colette. You can find her myspace.com, DJ Colette. She has a song on the House Bunny soundtrack, and so I worked on that and made some really great friends and some really good connections, and hopefully I'm going to be working on this project with another DJ who goes by Sister Stroke, and you can find her at myspace.com, Sister Stroke. And if it wasn't for Kelly, I wouldn't have met all these people, so I'm really, really grateful for that. And it was like the first time in a long time that I just didn't feel the need to be in front of the camera. And there was a point where the director said, anybody else who wants to be in front of the camera, crew, anybody, let's do it. And I just said, I'm good. I don't need to be on camera today. And everything at the stream is going really well. I've been taking lots of pictures with my camera phone, and hopefully I'll get a better phone since I'm getting a BlackBerry soon. I can't deal with the fucking iPhone at all. I don't like it. Weird text messaging. I'm going to, there's some really, the cool thing about LA is there's some really cool gallery shit that goes on. There's the Crazy for Cult, who which is, just artwork based on movies. The I Am 8-bit, which is what it sounds like. It's artwork made purely from 8-bit, 8-bit video games, that kind of stuff. My hair is longer. I actually feel attractive, or as they say back in Michigan, attractive. My roommate's from Michigan, so I'm picking up a lot of his accent, so I need to stop doing that. I got to interview Ant yesterday, and he was just such a great guy, just such a lovely man. But yeah, no, life is good. I mean, I was really, really bummed when I left, and then my friends bailed out. I said, let's go to the UCB, Upright Citizens Brigade, and let's go to the 10:30 show because it's free. And I don't know if I should say why they bagged out. Okay, basically, I don't care because he's not my friend. They couldn't find a place to park because apparently they didn't bother to look around the corner of the newsstand on Franklin to see that there's actually parking spaces there. And then I get this text about she's like, we can't find a place to park, and my roommate has to take a shit. So I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So I said, whatever, and I was just getting ready to walk into the UCB theater when I got this text message. So I said, fuck it, I'm going to the studio. Because the whole reason, it was just a multitude of reasons why I was just bummed out left and right, because I could have spent the time at the studio with my friends, because we're going on a 2-week break, and so I'm not going to be able to spend a whole lot of time with them. And my friend David, who's on the game show, is leaving for London, and it was like, fuck, I could have spent time with them instead of, getting cockblocked by Dane Cook, of all people. And when I passed Harlan Williams in my car, I just said, fucking Dane Cook. I was, I'm so overwhelmed by everything that goes on around here. But, when I got to the stream, I couldn't get in because the doors were locked. But luckily, I saw my friend David. I saw Gweeds. And so, I talked to him for a couple minutes, and everything that was pissing me off right at that second went away, because I was talking to someone that I actually like and that I know, and that I know respects me as a person. I love Gweeds to death. And so I called Rob, another guy, Coin Op Rob, from his show. And I said, let's go to IHOP. So that's where we ended up. So I went from going to the Improv to ending up at the IHOP. But otherwise, life is pretty good. That's a pretty good angle, don't you think? And I'm just pretty much babbling at this point. Maybe I should have written this down on paper. Bye.